I have to do it. You know I have to do it, right?
You have to do it. You have to do it. This is the moment where we begin working on taking apart the four rotor for the first time. We got the front cover off, and now we're back to the keg that we started with back in August. This step in the journey where it goes further than we've ever been before. I disassembled the three rotor, which was obviously the first three rotor I've ever disassembled, but this is magic. Which ones are which? One thing I love that Carl kind of debunked is how simple this motor actually is. It's like, oh mate, here's the real problems with the four rotors.
You ready?
No.
That's funny because their studs turned into bolts. They're welded on there.
I think, isn't one of the other sets you got like that?
Yeah, actually the same kits from New Zealand. These have been, it's like pulling rods out of a reactor or something.
Look how wet that is. Nice.
Yep. There's your train, so you gotta do it. Pull the tranny out, pull that bolt out.
I like that other one. Is this shirt okay to use?
It's gonna get crazy.
Take a picture. I don't know why that one has got a different washer than all the rest. Everything else is flat except that one.
Okay.
Another one. If you got the drain bucket. I'm wondering if
Because they were describing like training.
get them bath. Corner button, something fell.
Yeah. Oh, a corner. Little baby corner seal.
Yeah. Not bad.
Okay.
It's funny is they just don't look like they got much torque to them.
But there's our smoking gun right there.
Yep.
Sure enough. There's tons of aluminum in there.
Okay, the second piece for this piece.
Because this is the rear one, so this one should be consistent across.
Have the most, right?
The front one should have that one side with the most. Are the primaries even ported at all?
We gotta get this one off. So
Yeah.
see, these are
Whoa.
doweled.
Yeah.
I have a feeling these motors, the way that these are,
Yeah.
they go together hard.
Well, there we go. There's our very first iron. That's the billet iron. This is one of the two most magic pieces about this build. There's some, it's starting to break in. You can see the surface hasn't even been worn in yet. It really hasn't been broken in. There's a little bit of aluminum here and there, but yeah, you can see that aluminum all over it. Down here.
I don't think there's any porting at all.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Because when I saw that primary port on this, I'm like, wow, that's
The exhaust didn't look like it had anything done to it.
yeah.
They must really believe in the more PSI thing.
Yeah, just send it. Pulling the studs out. First thing I just realized, it really does show how minimalistic the cooling is on the...
Yeah, basically coolant, you'd have to hit it right there.
It'd make more sense to go into the irons than the housings, which is where everybody else goes into the housings.
The aluminum, the rotor housing?
The rotor housing, yeah.
4 of them have coolant coming in?
No, only halfway through the third rotor.
Oh, okay.
Then we could pull this.
Oh shit. That we don't have.
Do we have a bolt for this guy?
So that is definitely not removable. I was told that through the grapevine, and that's true.
Like I said, it has to be pressed in, probably like the housings.
Where's the pressed in part start?
Probably right here.
This is so crazy. Dave's working on tearing it apart. He's given the situation the confidence it needs because I know nothing. You know, this is all just steel, aluminum, different grades, and it all works together to make what we're seeing here. The face on the billet part, there's a little bit of aluminum on there, but it really hasn't even been broken in yet. Oh, you know, it's kind of crazy. You can see the aluminum came in and swiped up. That's the most wear on there.
Where's how they get this?
I was told that they treated the surface, and if that's really the case, if that's really aluminum with a treatment on it, that's nuts. But that just doesn't, that defies logic.
Weird. Yeah, because if not, it's like.
Yeah, where's the transition? Not even a. So part of the video I probably will not be showing is the magic inside of here and the fact that this is a 4-piece. You'll be able to kind of tell it's a 4-piece.
This is what makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Is I think there's a bearing there.
Yeah, these two have bearings, like normal oil-fed bearings.
So these have bearings.
Yep.
And that has bearings.
These are oil journal bearings, I think. Residually or through the E-shaft or something, that this one does get oiled, distributed. You know what's interesting is, okay, this thing had 90 psi, not 110. I'm trying to figure out where that extra. I mean, obviously this corner or side scissors is gonna be sharp, but you can feel there's some roughness to them.
See, that's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
See, you can push that down.
Okay. Ooh, that one looks.
This one feels a little.
Yeah.
Fishy.
And this rotor had one side that was the worst.
Yep.
So that could be our smoking gun. To be honest, I thought there was going to be more chunks. The housings are pretty scored, but not like in a.
That's I don't know if it's just.
Because right there's the only rough spot on the inner side, but it's not fully around the whole rotor or the housing. So because I'm an idiot and forgot to get a bearing puller, or at least a slide hammer, we're doing the good old AutoZone O'Reilly pull, rental, and then we're making a little adapter for it. I was so prepped getting the whole room ready for everything, I totally forgot to do the one job that was very clearly assigned to me. There we go.
The forbidden butt plug.
That is definitely a different bearing setup than
Kiwi.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where was it at? Wow.
Yeah, the Kiwi is for the E-shaft right there, for that
okay.
lobe.
It just so gently fell in.
Oh shit!
Current drive?
But they're one off. But those are the ones that are full billet, they're not insert?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have swore that they're going to be pressed in the machine. The intercooler itself is
Double pass.
a double pass, so you can't see the other side. So I think that's where the problem is.
Well, at least now you get to see what's in the engine.
Yeah, that's it.
It's better to like take it apart and see what's wrong with it before you blow it up and then like,
At the same time, we're gonna end up taking it apart either way. So it's.
Baby.
those are mine.
You got the small one.
Yes. Yeah, all the seals.
Because like I said, Carl's got one used rotor in there.
I think that was gonna
I think
be.
it's the other one. This one looks new.
Literally just vibing.
Yep. Yeah, isn't that a weird color?
Yeah.
And I've only ran water through it. I've not ran a single bit of coolant.
This is part of the shaft.
Okay, so
It's
it
got to
is.
come out the other way.
I had to pull out the snap-on saws out to get this apart.
If you cut the E-shaft, oh my god, that would be the
I
worst
wonder how
feeling.
long it would take to cut to this thing.
Oh my god. Brother got me all excited, all the stuff you were talking about. Well, convert it to E85, do all of our adventures with that. The dream goal is that, we clear out all the aluminum, throw 2 water seals back on.
The vibrant clamps actually caught it a lot.
We did compression, and it was something where I was hoping that would clear up like with 30 minutes of running, and I was like, okay, if it's not going to improve, let's just tear it down.
Okay, cool.
Go this way.
I guess I broke in my bearings.
Yeah, it's same spot on the other housing, right?
On the station. I've been Nike.
It's bound up, you can tell. This quality table we have.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the important one.
This is the worst one.
This is the worst one. It's one side seal, nothing but net. That front bearing, if that one was worn, that would have been my fault. How's she looking?
Look that
Okay,
way.
whew, good. Because I put that front cover on without even thinking. So for the audience, just to explain, Vargas has joined us because he's helping me work on a pretty wild project.
I came for the Taco Bell.
To keep it Taco Bell. That's the project.
That much aluminum in there.
Yeah. It's 29 psi on one side, so it's got to be one side seal.
Buy it for their own full rotors.
Yep. Beautiful. Or claimed it.
I don't know. I'm here. He's not.
Yeah, you're right.
Entry fee. That
this
gets
rotor-
you into the auction.
Yeah. Rotor 2 was consistently like 90s.
Yeah, Rotor 2 was decent.
Yeah.
Not that much aluminum.
You have a feeler gauge? I'll hold the crank.
Gonna ruin it?
Yeah.
Just because I don't like car.
No, this one's a little special.
You have to go outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the special sauce of this engine. So,
This is the one I should get my camera out for.
yeah, so this is a...
I'm gonna have to take off your shirt to make sure you're not wearing wire.
I'll do my job again and hold the crank.
There it is.
Yo, we got so close to the plate, but it's not.
Did it?
Yeah, I didn't want it to
You're
hit the plate.
dedicated.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold on, hold on.
Hold on. The keyway?
You got it. There's
There
a
it
keyway
is.
in there.
I have to do it. You know I have to do it, right?
You have to do it. You have to do it.
So is there 4 pieces or no?
That's the fourth piece. So we have the 3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah, you need to.
I'm coming to the same.
This looks like a little sleeveless press,
Yeah, it does look
So
like a
that looks like it's.
It looks like it's.
Yeah, I love this thing.
One more time, please.
Yeah.
For the camera.
You ever see how fast a Puerto Rican can run? You're about to see. But where's the oil?
They
coming
machined
through?
a
Or is it
piece
just like sloshing?
and it's bolted in,
Yeah.
and the bearing is pressed into that.
Where's the
Less than 24 hours, we went from this to that. A completely disassembled, was running 4-rotor, and oh my God, am I so happy with the fact that we did that. We found exactly what we expected, that there is aluminum in the side seals. It went in the side seal, went around it, went under it, went into the spring, and made it very difficult for that side seal to actuate. Some of it stuck it and wedged it, some of it was preventing it from coming back up. So we would have worn out the motor very quickly had we ignored that. Gonna spend all tomorrow cleaning all this up. Gonna get coolant seals, all new springs, just in case. So these little squiggly lines that look like accidental Photoshop, those get replaced. Apex seal springs, corner seal springs, anything that's a spring that bounces is getting replaced just in case. And then we're putting it right back together. So by the time you guys see this, the car will be running again, quite frankly. And nobody will have known really what we've done. The point isn't to hide it. The point is to show you that what's in our own control, shit gets done. Thankfully, it was a running motor, and the low compression was solely caused because of aluminum. I don't think anybody will ever have that same experience, but if you do, this is how to solve it.